All right. So, what happens when there is an intersection between the type A liquidity concept and the type B liquidity concept? What happens? So, that is what I quickly want to show in this video. So, we are going to do it from 4 hours time frame, and then we'll look at it together. Now, okay, so this is GBP USD, and as you can see here, you can see that internally this is type A, right? We have the minor here, and then we have the major here. This is our minor and this is our major, and this is the liquidity sweep. All right, now if you look at it overall, you are going to see that we can actually call this our minor break of structure, while this is an extension of the liquidity sweep up to this level here. That's the liquidity sweep. This is where the liquidity sweep started from. All right, now before this liquidity sweep happens, all right, before that happened, what happened is price take out these lows that we have here with type B liquidity concept. And as you can see here, that we have a setup. This is a setup. All right, now what is a setup? A setup is an induced movement of the market that pose as if is going to break a structure. So anytime markets behave in such a way that it wants to break the present key level of the market but goes in the opposite direction, it is called a setup. So so this is a setup, right? Because anyone that comes to the market or sees the market when price was here, we think or we expect that this level will be broken. Why? Because price is very close to it, and that's the behavior of market, right? Market breaks key level, especially in a trending market. So but when it happens that market does the opposite and come back to break its own key level to the downside, that is when we have the type B liquidity concept. This is not the first time that I'm explaining this. So this is the type B liquidity concept, okay, that we have in the market. So we can see that we have both type A, because this is our type A, this here is a type A, this here is a type A. Now all this movement here with this pullback here are all type A complete circle of liquidity. Okay. Okay, now this leg is a complete circle of type A liquidity. All right, and this one here is another complete circle of liquidity, of taking out the inducement that we have up here. Why all these things were going on, market was using it to create the type B liquidity concept. All right, so two things can be true at the same time in the market. So when this happens in such a way that we have an intercept of both type A and type B liquidity concept, what should we expect? What is going to happen in the market? All right, what we should expect is that the trend of the market is going to be very, 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 very strong, because we have an intercept of the type A. This is the type A, and the type B liquidity concept. That's one. Then we have it on higher time frame. All right, And as you can see here, these are shifts in the market. All right, and this shift has a very good gap. So that means that price is going to conveniently continue to push to the upside and easily take out this high that we have here. So overall, when we look at the market from this standpoint, we can see that this is a major break of structure, while these are the minor break of structure, even though they are type A liquidity concept. All right, so this is an example. So what I'm looking to do on this pair is to buy. So everything I am going to be doing will be a buy. All right, until when there is a change in market direction. Okay, so now I'm going to show you another example on, before I show you that, let's see. You can see this is a stand-alone type A liquidity. This is the liquidity sweep, right? And this is the minor break of structure here. This is a minor break of structure. Okay, so this is a standalone type A liquidity concept, as you can see. Okay, so very simple. But what I want to show you, let me see if this is where we have it. All right, let's go to GJ. So what I want to show here is another interception concept. Okay, so let me show you here, and then you will see how the market behaves. So what I just explained in GU, this is the future of it. All right, you can know the future of a thing by an example. Okay, so by an example that has already happened. Look at it here. What I want to explain here is the what's it called, small version of what I explained in GU. We have an intersection here, right? So this is a minor, right? This is a minor break of structure. This is a minor break of structure, and then this is a major break of structure. This is the liquidity sweep. All right, and then price push to the upside. Now what happens? Price did as if he wants to break this key level. This is the first attempt. That's the first setup. Remember that the type B liquidity has setup and follow up. The setup is when it behaves like he wants to break the key level. Then it came down and show a strong sign now that it is going to break this key level, but it never did. What happened? There was another follow up that took out this low and the low of the type A liquidity. So the low of the type A liquidity was taken out. Can you see that this is the exact mirror of what is happening currently on GBP USD on a larger frame? This, what is here? Let's go back to GU. Let me show you. We'll come back to GG. Look at it. Minor. Can you see that? Then the low of that minor was taken out by this follow up here. And before the low was taken out, there was a setup. Can you see the setup? This is the setup. The setup has a follow up that cleared its own low and the low of the type A liquidity. Okay, you can see that. There's another example apart from this current one that I'm showing you also. So where is it? Yeah, this is it. Can you see that it is the same system? Okay, this is the low of the what? Major break of structure for the type A. Remember that it is an intercept of the two liquidity, type A and type B. Then here, this is the setup, or here we have two setup, right? We have the first setup that swept that high but didn't break it, and this is the second setup. Then this is the follow up that took out the low, its own low. That's the low that wanted to cause this break of structure. It took its own low out, which is here, and then the low of the type A concept. Okay, if it happens that it took out its own low but didn't take out this low, is going to be type B liquidity beside type A. But in this case where this low was taken out, it is an interception, because now we can look at the market holistically and say that this is our minor break of structure and this is the major break of structure. So that means we are going to ignore this and label this as the minor, this as the major, this as the sweep of liquidity. Okay, so currently on GBP USD, price is where? Price is here around this area, because on GU the liquidity has been swept, so it's trying to get the momentum and the right time to begin to push to the upside. And look at what happened. Look at this movement. This is August 4th of August 2025, and the market continued to trend. Can you see that? Can you see that? The market is still trending. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. This is huge. So imagine that an entry was made from here using my system, and then the person continued to hold it. Okay, so that is, you know, what we should expect. All right, we have a similar example here. Okay, this is not an example. This is a type A, a typical type A. It's just that he used type B in his internal movement to create the type A. All right, so That's it. So for this one is when type B is inside type A. So overall, we are going to see it as type A. All right, because this is a setup. This appears like it wants to break the key level. Now, how do we confirm that this is a setup? I have explained. Is in two ways. One, with your physical eyes, you can detect to see that if you were in the market, or if you look at the price from here, is forming an higher high, your expectation will be that price might take out this key level. And when it happens that there is a follow up or price drop to take out its own low, that is when type B has happened. All right, so when the market is trending, so if the market is trending to the upside, all right, and then you have something like this, because the market is trending to the upside, all right, what do we expect? We expect that the next key level should be broken, but instead market does this. Now when market does this, what do we expect? We are expecting that this is going to be broken, but instead of that, it's going to come down and take out this low. All right, when it take out this low, then it's going to come up to now take out the high. So this here is the type B liquidity. Okay, so that is what is happening here. All right, so this is what I want to explain and show in this video. I hope that I've been able to do that effectively. So thank you.